Hey everyone, so this video is about the fact that nobody cares about your business and why that's actually a good thing for you. But first, who am I? I am HT Major. I started my first business at the age of 19, converted it from side hustle to full-time profitable business in just 11 months before my 20th birthday. This is despite the fact that most businesses, statistics show, take between 2 and 3 years to ever see a considerable profit. I converted mine from side hustle to full-time profitable business in 11 months. And now I show Black businesses and their allies how to grow from their current level and stage to the next level using many of the same strategies and tactics that I used then and still use today. Back to the thing. Why the fact that nobody cares about your business? Like, how could that be a good thing? What I mean by that is this. A lot of times we get so caught up with perfecting everything before we're willing to release it to the public. You know, if we're launching a new product like I'm doing right now, this is why this is speaking to me right now because truth be told, I am a recovering perfectionist. And it rears its ugly head at the most inopportune moments. And it can be very paralyzing. I understand that. And for someone who is also a perfectionist or a recovering perfectionist, it can just really throw a wrench in your works. It can really slow you down. It can really paralyze you and keep you from taking action. And nobody has time for all of that because at the end of the day, if we don't take action, we do not make money. Or if we don't, depending on the stage of business that you're in, if we don't take action, we never grow. We stay stagnant in the same place forever. And nobody's got time for that either. So what I realized, I am reading a book, an audiobook, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. That's just what it's called. Don't Shoot the Messenger. In the book, the author talks about one of the ways that we do ourselves a disservice is by thinking that we're all that, basically. Thinking that there's a super high standard that we have to live up to, thinking that we're super special, super important, super rare people. On the surface, that seems like a really good thing, because one of the things I actually teach is that Black owned businesses have to be excellent in order to compete, just to keep up, and to level the playing field. We have to be better than average because statistics show, and I'm always talking about data, as you will learn as you follow me. But by the way, yeah, subscribe to the channel. I know it's new. We only got a couple videos happening, but they're coming and follow me. Anyway, Black owned businesses, statistics show, have to perform better just to compete with people who are doing average because we're not trusted as much as other, say, as white owned businesses, as white people in general. There was a study that was done between sellers on Craigslist. And I think that the person was in each ad demonstrating a product, and there were Black hands versus white hands. And it was remarkable how much better the person selling, I think it was the exact same item, the white person selling the same item, how much better they did than the other person in a couple of different ways. That's a subconscious thing that we have to deal with and an unconscious bias that we as Black owned businesses have to deal with on a daily basis. So I'm always teaching just to make sure that our stuff is on point. Our websites don't look janky and, ghetto and whack. Our products, are same deal. Like everything across the board has to be legit. But on the other side of that, a lot of times we can take that to the extreme and over perfect and over analyze. And I am more guilty of this than probably anyone watching this video, just in terms of wanting things to be perfect. Again, recovering, so doing well in that regard. But some days it just really gets me, or at some periods in my life, it really gets me. So the subtle art of not giving a fuck, again, don't shoot the messenger. Thank you very much. Was talking about how we need to release all that in order to really move forward and to, function as healthier people, mentally and emotionally, which affects, our daily lives, the quality of our daily lives. So by thinking that we are, when I release this product, I'm gonna kill it, it's gonna be at the top, this and that. I'm gonna overtake my industry. I'm gonna be the go-to person in my industry. Um, these are valiant things to shoot for, definitely, in terms of just as long as we make them into tangible goals as opposed to just something that we keep feeding ourselves so that we kind of hunker down in a corner and continue to perfect this thing that we refuse to ever release to the world because we are too scared to do so. We're too afraid of the judgment, But the thing about that is that what I found is that most people want us to succeed. Like, people aren't sitting around waiting for something to come along. Most people aren't waiting for something to come along so that they can cut it down, so that they can judge it, so they can find the things wrong with it. Your customers want your product to be awesome if they buy it. Like, people don't want to buy something that is whack. So that's something that I'll talk about in a later video, how to parlay that. But people aren't looking to judge. People aren't looking to cut you down, to shoot you down. There are some people who are, but as much as we can, we want to make sure that we're targeting our message to exclude those people so they're not even attracted to what we're saying. We want to go after the people who want the best for us, like we want the best for them through our product or service. So again, the kind of lesson in all of this is just to make sure that we check our thinking, don't think of things like, oh, it has to be perfect so that I can succeed or so I can get to the top of my industry. Or it really doesn't. It does not have to be perfect for you to be at the top of your industry. Look at these cable companies. They are terrible. They got horrible reviews. Look at the phone companies, same sort of thing. It's about, well, there are monopolies, of course, but we're not, that's a whole nother issue. But it's about, a lot of that is about the marketing. You can have a mediocre product, and as long as your marketing is on point and everything surrounding that, from the way you go out and target clients or customers to what you do once you've got them. And again, that's another video, but it's all about the marketing. Dwayne Johnson, I just read a quote, The Rock. I just read a quote from him yesterday that said something to the effect of, you don't have to be perfect. You don't even have to be great. You just have to keep doing it. I'm paraphrasing so loosely, but, and then he said, I'm living proof of that. And I thought about that. And I love The Rock. He seems like a really great person. He's gorgeous. He's good at what he does, but it's not like every movie that comes out is like, oh my God, I gotta go see this movie that The Rock is in. He's not like for example, Will Smith of his industry, or, Denzel Washington, or Robert De Niro type. People don't gravitate toward his movies like that. But that's okay, because everybody knows who The Rock is. He is extremely popular. He's extremely well loved. He might not be the best of the best, but he's damn good. He's out there. And he's out there because he has shed this cloak of fear and has been willing to put himself out there and to keep going after his goals. And really, that is the key. It's not about fooling ourselves into thinking that we have to be amazing at everything that we're doing, because that oftentimes leads to inaction. Again, nobody cares about your business. Most of the people aren't going to care. The people that you're targeting, you want them to care. And a lot of them are going to care. And the thing about it is this: every business, my printer wants to join in the conversation. Every business has its fans, whether they freaking suck or whether they're amazing. Every business has its fans. Your fans will be there too. You will have your fans. You'll have your diehard loyal people. But just put it out there. It's like nobody's going to love it if you keep sitting on it. Nobody's going to love it if you never put it out there because you're too afraid of people's negative reactions. So, I mean, I could go on about this topic all day. I won't, because this video is already far too long, but just put it out there. Nobody cares enough for you to keep sitting on whatever it is that you're doing right now. So what are you working on? What are you working on? What are you working on pushing out there? What are you working on learning? What are you working on bringing to market? There's something that you're working on that you've probably been working on for a while. Leave it in the comments, share it with everyone, share it with me. I'd love to know. If you struggle with the same sorts of things, definitely let me know. Doing business online can get very lonely. Human interaction is important. So, if this is your struggle too, reach out. If you used to struggle with that and now you don't, definitely please leave a comment, because people need to know, what tools and things you're using to overcome that. It's very important because it's a thing that a lot of people struggle with. So just wanted to say that to you today. Love y'all. Stay up, and I will see you in the next video.